know the title of this video may sound harsh, but the reason I say this is because these kids base their existence off of aesthetics that they've seen on TikTok, rather than developing personalities based on what they actually enjoy.
When I say aesthetic, it means like beige.
At Target with my Gen Alpha daughter. We're gonna see what she calls everything. Apparently this is preppy.
It's preppy. No, that's more coquette. How it's preppy is it's bright or pastel.
You don't think because of the lace and everything it's not coquette?
That's what I just said. That's cottagecore.
They're the same shirt. E-girl and aesthetic.
It's all preppy. These two aren't preppy.
What?
Cottagecore.
What's that cottagecore?
I want that. They're both coquette.
I had that dress in like 1998.
The white one's coquette. This one's Livy. It's Olivia Rodrigo vibes.
Oh my god. She's like, wait, there's more.
Even though they're sparkly, they're preppy.
How the hell did preppy become that?
This is an explanation of coquette.
That-
This is clean girl. Some of them are preppy or coquette. I want them. Preppy. Coquette.
In case you're wondering what these new styles are that all these girls are wearing, that's your lesson.
And that entire video is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. I have never seen somebody in my entire 20 years of living walk around a department store and start categorizing regular everyday clothes into very specific and niche internet aesthetics. They'll also upload TikToks where they describe that they want to have the coconut girl aesthetic, but they also want to be a Y2K girl, but they also want to keep the preppy girl aesthetic, but they also want to be a basic British girl all at the same time. And this one is actually kind of sad to me because these kids think that they have to choose just one aesthetic and stick with that one aesthetic they've picked, and they can't change if they wanted to, or they're a poser. And that is the most ridiculous belief I've ever heard. Because number one, you're a child. What you liked a few months ago, you're probably not going to like a few months later. That is just how growing up works. But also, fashion is supposed to be fun. You're allowed to wear whatever style you want on whatever day you want. When I was a kid, I was so obsessed with the way Melanie Martinez dressed, so I would try and copy her style. But if I dressed in a hoodie and jeans the next day, did that make me any less of a Melanie Martinez fan? No, it didn't. But something else I find to be really weird is the very specific reasons why they don't think they fit the criteria to fit into these aesthetics. Despite the fact that these reasons have nothing to do with the clothing whatsoever. Reasons why I can't be preppy. Number one, goofy nails. Okay, my nails aren't winning any prizes either. Like, I will literally pick at my cuticles sometimes until they bleed. Does that make me any less aesthetic? No. Then they say they can't be preppy because they have an ugly bathroom. Okay, but what does your bathroom have to do with the style of clothing that you like? Preppy isn't a lifestyle. So you can be preppy regardless of your housing situation. Then they say they can't be preppy because of the beauty products they don't have. For a child, you have a lot of makeup. So what is missing? And what exactly are preppy products? When I was a kid, I desperately wanted Melanie Martinez's perfume, but I never got the chance to own it because they didn't ship it to Australia. Again, does that make me any less of a crybaby? No! Then there was another Gen Alpha who said they can't be preppy because of their walls. The way your house was built before you were even born doesn't mean you can't be preppy. What other walls are you supposed to have? And who is creating these rules? Then they said they can't be preppy because of the fan on their ceiling. It doesn't matter what fan you have in your bedroom. If you dress preppy, you're preppy. Oh my god. And then they say they can't be preppy because of their ugly TV and the makeup cart. What is a preppy TV? Can somebody explain to me what a preppy TV is or show it to me? Instead of complaining that you have an ugly TV, you should be grateful that you even have a TV in your room, because there are so many kids out there in the world right now who would kill for that. Then there was this Gen Alpha who said that they didn't have an aesthetic shower because there wasn't any preppy products. Newsflash, Gen Alpha, showers aren't supposed to be aesthetic. You're just supposed to get in there and get out of there so you don't stink up the place wherever you go. Also, it's quite spoiled to complain about having a speaker in your shower and apparently having no space to move around because it's not a walk-in shower. Your bathroom doesn't define the fashion style that you're aiming to achieve. So I don't understand why they believe everything in their lives must fit with their aesthetic, or they absolutely can't be that aesthetic. Because if you make everything in your house revolving around the aesthetic that you have at 12 years old, you're going to grow out of it very quickly and hate that exact same aesthetic. So it ends up just being a complete waste of money and time. But at this point, I truly don't think it has anything to do with the clothing. I just think it's a competition of who has more money, because they're beginning to flex how much their parents have splurged on all of the preppy skincare they own. When I was a kid, we would go around flexing that we literally saw Herobrine in Minecraft, dude, and I swear I'm not lying. Not making fun of one another because we didn't have a CeraVe foaming cleanser. And again, these kids basing their entire identities around physical items is absolutely ridiculous. Because of how frequently these trends are cycling, they'll tie themselves to Stanley Cups one week, and then the next, they don't want it anymore because now the Owala bottles are what's cool. But let me tell you something right now. If you want to decorate your room in cute bows because that's the aesthetic you enjoy, then who cares what people say? That is your identity. Don't try to change who you are because that's not the popular aesthetic. Do you know how bizarre it is to bully a person over that? Because yes, the bullying has gotten so bad to a point where they have to get on TikTok and say that they're not truly preppy because they like to read comic books and wear baggy jeans. You do understand that you don't have to dress preppy every single day for the rest of your life to be an actual preppy, right? My sister is the biggest goth-obsessed person I know. Do you think that she's a fake goth because she chooses to wear a pair of fluffy pajama pants on a cozy Saturday evening? No! And because they're making these aesthetics so hyper-specific, they gatekeep aesthetics that are basically identical to each other, and yet they'll give them completely different names for no reason. The difference between a tropical core and coconut girl. Tropical core has more of a 2000s Y2K look, like summer of 2005, and has very vibrant colors. Coconut girl is more visco preppy, but it's not the same and it's more modern than tropical core. Was any of that even English? Number one, stop taking the fun out of fashion and aesthetics like this. Secondly, you weren't even alive during the summer of 2005. So what would you know about it? Lastly, it may be hard to hear this, but if you go on Pinterest and look up both of these aesthetics individually, you get the exact same pictures of water, palm trees, flowers, and the beach. They are literally impossible to tell apart. So why are you trying to say that coconut girls can't be tropical core girls and vice versa? Something else these kids do is apply their aesthetics to nature. They can't simply just breathe oxygen without making it about aesthetics. Like, they can't just walk around their neighborhood that's most likely decades older than them without saying, oh my god guys, this is so Fruitiger Arrow when it's just a sunny day. For those that don't know, Fruitiger Arrow is an aesthetic inspired by the early 2000s technology. Technology they never got the opportunity to use. Or they'll be on a literal boat during the summer, and instead of having the time of their lives making lifelong memories, they're focused on whether or not the goddamn ocean is Fruitiger Arrow. This It's legitimate brain rot. It is not normal to aestheticize every single aspect of your life like this. I mean, oh my gosh. Even when they're in the freaking hospital because they're clearly not doing well, all they can prioritize is how friggin' aero their hospital room is above literally anything else. Oh my god, guys, I literally just got brain surgery, but who cares about that? Look at how aesthetic my hospital room is. It's so Y2K, oh my god. But I blame this behavior on their millennial parents because most of the time, they also only care about aesthetics.
I really wanted this Nirvana sweatshirt that I feel like everybody has, but first of all, I don't know any Nirvana songs, whatever. So I found an affordable one that's similar. Okay, so this is it. Obviously, like, not the same. It doesn't say Nirvana, but I didn't want it to. But very similar vibes, super cute. I actually went to drop off my kids and the teachers were like, oh, I thought it was a Nirvana sweatshirt. And I was like, I know, but it's not. Super cute, affordable. So buy this instead of that.
And if they don't care about the aesthetic themselves, then they clearly don't help by enabling their children. My 11-year-old with her Lululemon, Louis Vuitton, and Uggs shopping in Sephora for skincare like my wallet is bottomless. And who's to blame for that? How are you not aware that this is your fault? She thinks that your wallet is bottomless because you've done nothing but show her time and time again that it is bottomless. You know what you can do? Say no! Because what the hell is skeuomorphism? I don't know how to say that. And why in the goddamn hell are they turning into actual scholars when it comes to comparing aesthetics? Put this energy into your real education. Anyways, guys, I know that the set is awful this week, but my bedroom is currently under construction, and hopefully by the next video, I can show you guys my new room. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Mwah! I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.